All right. Let's listen to some Gaga.
Yay!
Lady Gaga, Mayhem, new album out now. It's been said Gaga is reheating her nachos on this album. It has been said she is taking the nachos out of the fridge, throwing them in the microwave, and putting them in for about 1 to 2 minutes so that they are a nice, toasty, warm temperature before we consume them. And she has acknowledged this, but she's also said they are her nachos to serve.
Yes.
It's her recipe. She can serve them however she pleases, I guess. I've enjoyed, especially Abracadabra. I thought that single was really good. Disease,
really,
I was kind of on the fence with, but Abracadabra really sold it for me.
Yeah, same.
As far as a teaser goes. Let's move past those 2 tracks in the track list and really kind of get into the meat of the album with the song Garden of Eden. It looks like even she even added Die With a Smile on at the very end.
I noticed that. Yeah.
Which, is this like the deluxe? Is this like the, or is this the official?
I think it's just part of the track list.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do not like Die With a Smile. I'm not that crazy about it.
Who knows if it even fits with us at the record? So.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe it turns into that at the very end. I guess we'll just have to, we'll find out. But Garden of Eden is the first track we're going to spin here. Lady Gaga, Mayhem Time. Here we go. New Music Friday. Ba-bam. Okay, goddamn.
That ruled.
That production's crazy.
Her voice was amazing on that song.
Those synthesizers are gnarly.
Yeah, she was soaring on that thing.
There were some gnarly, grimy, nasty, almost industrially tinged little synthesizers all over that track. Just bouncy, gummy.
Almost like a 2-parter chorus.
Yeah. It's like it was kind of. It didn't make it wasn't to the song's detriment or anything, but it was hard to tell what was the hook because there were at least like 2 different parts that were like super catchy that could have like served as the chorus.
Yeah.
Like the Garden of Eden chants. That was, I guess maybe you could consider that more of a post-chorus thing.
And hit the lights
and then the more melodic bit about, being my boyfriend for the weekend,
right,
my girlfriend for the night, and so on. I guess that could be like the chorus.
Yeah.
And but then in the verses you had those like kind of chanty, kind of like big choral harmony shouts in the background. Those were super catchy.
Yeah.
And the beat was like lumbering and heavy and really textured. Great track. Really good track. I'm liking this one a lot.
Yeah, that was a great way to start.
The Weeknd was the chorus to my ears. Yeah, I suppose. And, speaking of which, I kind of feel like Gaga, Abel, a lot of these artists, I mean, maybe it's like kind of like a Mike Dean thing, having as much influence as he does on the mainstream. Also, Gustaffelstein is featured on a track from this record. I feel like a lot of these popular artists now are just embracing, analog synths again, just like analog synth tones, just old school, nice kind of analog type textures coming out of their synths. And I like that. I mean, like the really kind of breathy, super smooth digital patches. I just feel like are so bland.
There's a complete lack of personality when you use those things.
I feel like, especially when it's like just some plug-in shit. Though there's a lot of plugins now that give you that analog sound. So,
yeah, but there's nothing better than the real thing. I mean, it's,
But again, great sounding synths on this track. Great sounding synths, beats, everything, and the vocals were killer.
She's back.
All right, let's. A lot of people have said this of me. The next track that I'm going to play is called "Perfect Celebrity." That's again me.
I'm pretty sure she wrote this about you.
This has to be about me. I hear this all the time, so it's like it's so when Gaga titles a song this, I'm like, what is she talking about me?
I mean, she did come over here and paint your portrait for like 3 or 4 hours.
Right, exactly.
This was
It's
part
true.
of the process.
It's like I know I'm on her mind
this
at least
your
a little
Dorian
bit.
Gray moment.
It could actually, she could have seen my review of the Joker movie and she's angry with me and this is her diss track. We'll see. But yeah, Perfect Celebrity, name of this next one. Let's hit it. Ba-bam. The Nine Inch Nails vibes.
Dude.
2000s with teeth, Nine Inch Nails vibes on that thing. The
way she was screaming through that song, she was nailing it.
Yeah, she was really screaming during that
feeling that
during
one.
that bridge bit.
Damn.
it's so funny the way the song started, and then when the chorus was like, I felt like I was kind of blasted into a totally different song. It was like
it
disorienting
pushes
at
you
first,
in.
but then when it started like kind of repeating back and forth, I was like, I felt ready for it.
Yeah.
And like I felt like I smoothed out with it. That vocal melody is haunting me. It feels like something else. Bing, 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 bing. Like, what is that? That's
I
so
know.
familiar.
I'm not sure.
That feels so familiar to something else. Maybe somebody in chat has a suggestion, but that sounds so eerily similar to something else. Like
I think
in
that's
my head.
probably something super poppy from like 20 years ago mixed with the harder stuff.
It's got to be some new wave thing, possibly. Who the hell knows? I don't know. All right. Let's listen to "Vanish Into You," next one on the record. Just keeping up with the flow of the album. "Kids in America." I don't know if it's that. All right. Yeah, I don't know if it's that. All right. Let's continue into this next track. Here we go. Gaga, "Vanish Into You," new album, Mayhem. Boom. Okay, Lady Gaga, you can howl on this track and have as many loud layers of instrumentation on it that you want. You're not going to fool me. I know an ABBA track when I hear it. That's a goddamn ABBA song, and you fucking know it. Everybody knows it. But it's a good ABBA song.
It's a good ABBA song though.
I vanish into you. Like, you know. All right. Great vocal bits. Love that production. The vocal performance. Again, she's just giving one insane vocal performance after another.
That's the thing, man.
On this album. She's going hard.
She's having so much fun. You can hear the fun. And I think I haven't heard her sound this loose and this confident in a long time. Like, she's like really assured of this project.
Yeah, she has like her wild side is really coming back.
Yeah.
In a certain kind of way. I'm excited for this next one. I mean, it hasn't been getting a lot of mentions in chat. But I really want to hear what Gesaffelstein has to offer to this song because, you know, especially on a lot of like pop crossovers, his production goes crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hoping that's the case on this new one too. It's titled Killa. Let's hear it out. Here we go. Killa. Oh. Wait, excuse me? Are you fucking serious? Like what? Like we're doing that. We're bringing that kind of bass back.
Gaga Prince.
Like this. That's insane. That is an insane fucking groove. That is an insane fucking break. Like what? It's like Prince on crack. Like what the hell? Oh my god. Okay. All right. Let's. Okay. All right. Here we go. Gonna make the curtains cream? Believe it? You wrote those lyrics? Those lyrics were written from pen to paper?
This is a Prince song.
Gonna make the curtains cream? Getting indigestion thinking about that.
It does say explicit after the song title, so
that's true. That's true. Okay, well we're making the curtains cream.
There we go. An average Friday night.
Who creamed my curtains at the apartment?
I was out all day and stuck in the cloakroom.
I come back and my curtains are creamed.
My curtains are creamed. Damn you. Damn you straight to hell.
Cream on my curtains?
Cream on my curtains?
Oh man. Holy
Dude,
shit.
That ruled.
Gaga bringing back the weird instrumental bridge change.
Oh.
The weird instrumental bridge tempo change.
Yeah, that got funky for a little while.
The old
there.
classic instro bridge change. You know, again, like I know we're talking about the Prince thing, but like also 9 Inch Nails vibes too.
Yeah, still.
And I mean, you know, Trent has always been a big proponent of Prince and has always said Prince is an influence on his stuff. So I feel like that just makes that just makes the connection even clearer.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that it does sound so similar to both artists in a lot of ways. And I thought Janelle Monáe was going to be the only artist out there of this generation kind of doing this sound kind of justice.
That's,
you know? But like Gaga's doing it and sounding crazy. And, you know, I feel like Janelle Monáe does a really good job of kind of bringing the grooves back and like playing into kind of the sex appeal of that sound. But like Prince was also deeply unhinged, and Gaga's really kind of like, diving into that element of it. And it's like, I got to do something as sexy as it is disturbing, which I kind of feel like that track did.
Yeah, well said. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, again, it's like the details and the textures, and she's really getting into the song structure aspect of things on this record.
No,
These songs, there's not a single song so far. I mean, your stereotypical awful pop song structure leaves you feeling in a place where you've heard the first minute of the song, you've heard the whole song.
You know what's gonna happen next.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like every song so far is dynamic and has at least something interesting going on at the end that wasn't happening at the start.
Yeah, it keeps you sucked in the whole time because you don't know what's gonna happen, what left turn she's gonna take.
Yeah.
I'm on for the ride, man. It's been awesome so far. This is easily some of the best stuff she's put out in a while.
Yeah. And I mean, I liked her last record. I thought her last record was pretty good. I liked the Chromatica era.
It was fine. Yeah.
This is more interesting so far.
Yeah.
But
she feels comfortable here.
A lot of people in chat have been bringing up Zombie Boy.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this is like a major highlight. I mean, for as many people to be mentioning it, better be good. Although it would be hilarious if I thought it was the worst song we heard so far. We'll see.
It's a ballad.
Here we go. Zombie Boy time. Boom. Could be your time from your zombie mind. Like what?
Few times been a zombie boy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's definitely like obviously some Gwen Stefani vibes there.
I was getting a little bit of Blondie too. Gwen Stefani, yeah.
Donna Summer, Blondie.
I got some Rick James and a little bit with the bass.
Oh yeah, even Rick James is the last track too.
Yeah, completely.
With the bass grooves as well.
But we were talking about the change up in the production, like midway through, like it had like a disco-y, airy feel.
Yeah, I was really, I went onto Wikipedia as the song started playing because I was like, who the fuck produced this? I was like, can't possibly be the same people who produced every single song so far on the album. And no, it was Circuit and Watt on the track. I was like, whoa, crazy, because like
Truly.
It does sound like a true blue old school like throwback disco track. Like even down to how the songs have even like a weirdly kind of like dusty quality on them. Like you were listening to it over like the radio, like an AM band or something. Like it had like kind of a weird dusty quality to it. And then around the bridge there was like a bit of a shift, and all the instrumentation sounded a lot clearer.
Super crystal clear.
Maybe it was like the synths coming in, but there was like a real kind of like high definition, more of a clarity to the sound of the production in the back half, which again, kind of like what we were talking earlier, there's like all these crazy changes across each song. It's like you never really feel like you're totally on, even though the song itself, the tune is catchy, but the way that it sounds and the instrumentation around it is always bringing up new sounds and ideas and surprises, and you never quite like, feel totally settled in. It's always doing something cool.
Completely.
I mean, yeah, crazy.
Look, if she's reheating nachos, those things came from a fantastic
These feel like
restaurant.
fresh nachos.
These were a great
I feel like she didn't reheat them. She just made the nachos just new with new stuff.
She's made
putting
her own
new stuff
nachos.
on the nachos.
She made the actual chip itself.
She made the chips from scratch.
She made her own guacamole.
She didn't even buy the chips from the store.
No, she made her own damn chips.
She took that corn, she mashed it.
Yeah.
Into a paste, and then she cooked it and fried it and made her own chips from scratch.
And she had a Halloween party at the same time.
She chopped up the jalapenos.
Yes.
The solo was giving like Van Halen, Michael Jackson. I'll give you this Thriller solo for free.
Little beat it there, yeah.
Like it was giving that. It does have like that kind of creepy 80s Thriller kind of pop, old school pop feel to it.
I just love like the production is so thoughtful. The songs, the construction of the songs is thoughtful. She's having fun over. I've said that a couple of times, but like she knows that this is good, and you hear that coming out.
No, it's true. Love Drug. Let's do Love Drug next. Since it's next, let's do it next. Since it is next. Let's keep going. Everything so far has been entertaining and surprising. Not a single track I've even been slightly tempted to skip. Not even a single second have I been like, I kind of want to skip this. No,
it's been awesome.
Not even a moment.
Damn.
So for the song to start off with Disease, for the album to start off with Disease, which is kind of like, okay,
it was fine.
Maybe I'll like it more coming back to it. I don't know. We'll see. But and then to sort of escalate into abracadabra, and then like, I mean, we're basically halfway through the record now, and it's been
Damn.
like just pretty much heat so far.
I can't wait to finish the whole thing.
Let's hit Love Drug and see what it's got. Here we go. Yeah, what did you think about that one?
It was good. It was the weakest of the bunch so far. And if I think its place was like earlier in the record, you would just build up to the other songs that we had. But honestly, it's kind of nice to have a break from how complicated sounding the record's been. So not complicated, but like intricate the album's been so far.
Yeah, that one wasn't hitting as hard for me too. But like,
Nice
I feel like so far I needed a breather.
Yeah, it's a breather song.
Like it just felt like kind of a straightforward, airy, synthy pop ballad with just like the throbbing chords. It still had some standout melodies.
It's a fine song.
The grooves were gentler.
But if we hadn't heard those other tracks first, this would have been very high on like a Lady Gaga tier of like, oh, that's a really good song for a new song. Yeah.
No, I agree. I mean, I prefer everything I've heard up until this point, but I can see how it works into the flow of the album.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see how it continues from here. How Bad Do You Want Me? Let's do another one from the record. All right, here we go. Ooh. Such a Okay. We got to talk about this one. We got to talk about this one because I don't entirely disagree with chat. Like, it is kind of given like some Katy Perry and some Taylor vibes simultaneously at the same time. Like, but with that being said, like beyond some of the, girly vocal bits that I feel like, make the comparisons to those artists really obvious. I mean, also just kind of like a standard 80s anthem, just like at its core, truly at its core, I think it's more that, than it is those other things.
Well, she has some phrasings that are very Taylor, like,
that's exactly it.
like that's a very Taylor move, but
those little girly vocal breaks, which is very Taylor, but like simultaneously, and I was telling Giggens this as we were listening to it. If this song were on the last Katy Perry album, she would have had a hit,
huge hit,
like an actual fucking hit,
like
not like horrible attempts at making a hit.
Every
like,
DMV office ever.
If this song were on the Katy Perry album, it would be the best song on the Katy Perry album for miles. Okay, number one. And number two, no production on the Taylor record was this good.
No, this has life to it.
This has life to it. The fucking instrumentation on the Tortured Poets Department was so goddamn boring.
Yeah, it's the same song.
So bland.
For 31 songs.
I mean, if there are similarities here, I think she's kind of doing a little on purpose. She's like, I'm reheating your nachos.
Yeah, I was here first.
And like,
well,
I'm going to serve your nachos on my album, and I'm going to write the hit you should have written on my record. I'm sorry, but I'm doing it.
I liked it. I thought it was good. It was fun. It was extremely catchy. It sticks in your head. The hook was great.
How bad do you want me?
How bad do you want me?
Yeah, I mean, again, I feel like the first half run of this record was legendary. It kind of feels like we're hitting a bit of a chill down point in the middle. Let's do Shadow of a Man because people keep bringing it up, and we'll go from there. Here we go. It's New Music Friday. It's me. It's Giggens. We're playing all that new stuff. We're listening to the new Lady Gaga album, Mayhem. Let's hear what Shadow of a Man's all about since you guys keep bringing it up. You're not ready. Okay. Do you think we're ready? Do you think we're ready for this?
I'm ready.
You think what could possibly be on this song that I'm not ready for?
Yeah, what feature is on this?
I'm looking at the lyrics. Shaddado, 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 shaddado of a man. Shaddado, shaddado, shadow of a man. Yeah, okay. So it's literally hyphening out.
Oh my God.
I get that sounds very Gaga.
Yeah.
Shadow of a man. It's like that sounds like a very Gaga kind of vocalization.
I'm in.
All right, let's hear what Shadow of a Man's doing. Here we go.
Oh,
okay. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I was not prepared for the big MJ influence there.
That was so cool.
Big MJ vibes on that one. the shadow of a man. Like you could say she was dancing in the shadow of the man in the mirror.
Yeah, there you go. The little rasp in her voice once in a while.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And
Yeah.
some of like the descending vocal lines as well. Just very, very Michael.
Yeah, very 80s.
I want to read into the lyrics on this a little bit more, but I wonder if it's like, I wonder if on some level it's a bit of a meta thing, because she's like, I'm going to do a song where I'm dancing in the shadow of a man, but I'm going to sound like one of the most instantly recognizable, iconic pop artists of all time.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe that's kind of what she's doing.
Maybe that's the mayhem of it all.
I don't know. And those guitar bits on the back end were great.
I love that.
Some of the grooves in the bass breaks sounded a little Daft Punk-esque. It was nice.
Yeah, you mentioned Justice earlier too. There's some Justice moments throughout that.
Yeah,
one
like
too.
on one of the first tracks that we listened to for sure. Damn.